Peace, 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 love, and blessings, guys. Big homie, coming back to you real quick. I apologize for the appearance of my studio slash go office right now. um, so this is going to be a new episode to the podcast, and it's going to be just basically me. I want to kick it with you guys real quick. So first and foremost, I always like to start things on a positive note. So let's just go ahead and I want to send all the positive energy, love, focus, health, and wellness out to each and every last one of you guys, right? Um, and I mean that like from the bottom of my heart. I am doing extremely well. I'm blessed. I can't complain. I am having a little bit of dilemma with my car. So I'm going to tell you, I have a 2022 Ram 1500. Now, typically, the vehicle. So first and foremost, 2022, I had it for 13, 14 months now, and the truck actually has 8,300, roughly 8,300 miles, right? So hardly driven. I have a tank of a car, 2003 Honda Civic, which I paid $2,300 for, and I probably put maybe for overall maintenance. I had the car for 4 years. I may have put $2,000 into the car. Not bad, right? The car is great. Starts up every time, never shut down on me. I love the car. I want to put more money into it just to restore it. I mean, I just love driving. It's a 5 speed EX coupe. Make a long story short, guys, man, this Ram 1500. I'm going to give you the full detail on what happened with this car, because the funny thing is, let me say this first. To make a long story short, I contacted the Lemon Law because the dealership has had my vehicle for 7 weeks, guys. 7 weeks. They didn't provide no rental, didn't even ask me how I was planning on getting around, or if I used the vehicle for work resources or nothing like that. Just had the car, been telling me different dates that it's going to be ready, and they keep pushing it back. 7 weeks they've had the vehicle. Okay, so fast forward, right? I called the Lemon Law folks, and guys, they actually said that I was the fourth person to call about a Ram 1500. Okay, so if you are, I'm trying to become an entrepreneur myself, and I'm all about promoting and uplifting businesses and products. So please keep in mind, I would love to work with you, but let's be honest, if there's an issue, we need to talk about it. Like, it's different when the customer service is really good and communication is good and people get back to you to get things resolved. But in this case, that's not so. So I'm being thrown all around again. Like I said, I've spoken to the lemon law attorney for my area, for my state, Maryland. They happily took my case. So they're going to be reaching out to the manufacturer on my behalf. Um, and I don't want anything, guys. I mean, I truly listen. My car payment isn't the cheapest, but at the same time, I look at it as a blessing that I was able to experience this vehicle for over a year. Okay, I will be perfectly happy with them not giving me anything and just taking the vehicle off of my hands, because with almost 2 months, like, that's not fair to anyone, in my personal opinion. I understand that people are still using COVID as an excuse for parts and labor and the time frame, the whole supply chain thing. But this is an American made truck where I am in the United States. So I don't know. Somebody make it make sense to me. If any of you guys are having issues with your Ram 1500, please give me a shout out. They're saying that this can take up to 3 months. So, and they also say don't trade the vehicle. So I'm gonna be stuck with it, at least with making the payments for the next 3 or so months. Hopefully, this is able to get resolved faster. Um, but yeah, I just want to move on. I mean, I've been blessed, and it's not like the car payment is definitely the largest car payment I've ever had. I wouldn't recommend it for anyone, but at the same time, I'm extremely blessed, so I haven't had any hardships where I wasn't able to, take care of it. But at the same time, with a vehicle this new and with so little miles, it's very concerning about like quality, the quality assurance. Like what what steps are they taking to make sure that these vehicles are like built properly? Like, I mean, it's just not the same with something like a Honda or a Toyota. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody has their recalls, and but the difference is, or a Hyundai or a Kia, the difference is the customer service. Where I have family members, and I've seen when they had issues with these vehicles where they had to get engines replaced, they provide them with an equivalent vehicle during the time that they're going to be working on their car. I mean, that just makes sense. You're still paying a car payment on this vehicle. How can they just leave you with nothing and it's not your fault? Like 8,300 miles, guys. So I just wanted to kick it with you guys real quick. I don't like to stay on negative things, So, but again, please, guys, if you know or if you are experiencing any of these issues, hit me up. Let's talk about it. Let's jump on a Zoom or something. Let's jump on a live and let's get this out there, man, because it's not fair. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I'm not bitching, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, what we can only control what we can control, right? And usually that's just us. So all of this material, everything around us is just material, right? um so you have to stay positive, handle things with love. I kind of Sometimes I get caught up so much, and I love being on the frequency of love, that I forget that sometimes you actually have to take care of business, right? And you can't just let people just, run over top of you, because I'm a strong believer in, if it's not something physical that's actually harming me, then I'm okay. Like I'm not really worried about it. I'm that guy on the road where, someone cuts me off or something. I don't even let it bother me. Like I'm in like a monk type of uh frequency. Like my energy is just that high that I'm not going to allow you to bring me low, to where you are. Like, and that goes for work, that goes for home, that goes for on the highway, um, or just out and about, just, interacting with, complete strangers. Like I'm always positive, and that's where I love to function. That's where I love to operate. So, on that note, I don't wish no harm to Ram, to their business, or anyone for that matter. Anybody who's had this issue, because there's other car manufacturers that are having issues as well. I mean, we see what's going on with the whole like EV situation. There's a lot of things going on right now where quality is just not there, at least not how it used to be. So, yeah, guys, let me know if this is something that you may have heard of. I mean, you can literally see I got the title and the key ready to go because I thought this truck was coming. I'm not keeping it no matter what. Like, even if I was stuck with it and if I would have had it back, which I was supposed to have it back like 3 times now. And today was another day where I was supposed to have it back. And I thought I was having some braking issues with my Civic. So I worked remote. Shout out to my job. They allowed me to work remote today. I typically only work remote on Fridays. So I try to plan and schedule things around that day, because I can be, anywhere with my laptop and working. But yeah, I mean, again, no call from the service call guy. No call from the manager at the dealership. Um, I spoke to their care person with RAM, and she pretty much kind of blew me off and was saying like there was really nothing that they can do. And I'm just like, okay, well, let me see if I can do something. So remember, guys, always see if you can do something. Don't take this last word from these folks, because a lot of times when they're internal, they're not really trying to help you anyway. You know. Um, but yeah, on that note, I don't want to talk your head off too much. This has been a great um, session. Please hit me up if you know anything on this, or if you're dealing with it yourself. Let's talk. Let's jump on something and let's get into it. All right. Peace, love, and blessings. Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Big Homie Fit Tech. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, Be More Fit Tech. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I appreciate your time. Peace, love, and blessings. You already know. Catch you in the next one.